right, welcome back to Beyond the Boards. I'm Nate White, and with me, as I was going to say always, but this is our second one.
Yeah, but I've always been.
You've always been assistant coach and general manager of soccer operations, Donnie Elberty. Donnie, we made it.
Yep.
Made it through the first one.
Here. Yep.
A little change of scenery today. There's an event at the arena tonight, I believe, correct?
I think so.
Okay. All right. So,
Not us. We're not the
no,
event,
we are
so
not.
we're
We are not.
there.
We are not the event. A little weekend recap.
Yep.
Great weekend.
It was a good weekend.
Started off with a big win Saturday, 13-0 against Utica.
Yep.
Kind of walk us through that win.
So we didn't know exactly what to expect, as we alluded to last week. They had some guys that were fighting for positions and, playing time and stuff like that, and they kind of came to play in the beginning. It was 2-0 at half. Yeah. Felt it was a game. Halftime speech was animated, not really negative, but animated. Sure. We knew we were in a game, and came out and got the first 2 or 3 goals in the second half, and you could feel it kind of momentum shifted our way, and we kind of had it, and then it kind of became a party. So
yeah. Well, and as you noted, because my number was wrong, 11 different players contributed either a goal or assist.
Yes.
Right, and I think that goes back to the depth that we discussed last week. How many different players are able to step in and contribute.
Yeah, and I think that's the important part is the contribution part. We've always had 26 on the roster since I've been here, but we haven't always had guys that we knew could step in. So if you had guys that were injured a little bit or whatever, you're always kind of, we're in trouble if they can't play or what have you. The whole weekend, we'll get into the game Sunday, but the whole weekend we played 23 players off of the 26-man roster. And 2 of the guys that didn't play were Ryan Cadu and Jeff Machad, who have played significant roles for us. And the other one was Bryce Watson. So everybody who we just signed last week. So everybody is contributing up and down the lineup. So.
Well, and even not looking at goals and assists, the defensive effort, right?
For
to
sure.
go 13-0, to win 13-0, requires a significant defensive effort as well.
Yes.
Because it's not a slum team that you played, right?
No.
So Paulo with a massive shutout, his first career shutout.
Yep.
First ambush shutout since 2013. But even, Big Rob and Briggs and them on defense, just a great defensive effort too.
Yeah, for sure. And I think you get to a point where it's like a no-hitter in baseball and nobody wants to talk about it or whatever. But, we definitely made it a point in the timeout huddle in the fourth quarter that, hey, everybody knows the scenario here, right? So, you give an honest effort. And I think the guys respect Paulo enough in that moment that they wanted it for him.
For sure.
Kudos to them. We never stopped playing. We weren't trying to be disrespectful and running up the score or anything like that. But we played and coached throughout the whole game to secure the shutout.
Well, and I think it's important to kind of not take your foot off the gas, right? Because tables can turn quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, 13-0 is a little different, but even a 4-0, 5-0 lead, those can go away pretty.
Yeah, we've seen that all happen before, and at the end of the day, it's professional soccer. So it's not you don't want to. You're almost disrespectful to the game if for some reason you change the way you play or what have you. There was a couple challenge flags we threw, and I saw some stuff where people are like, "Oh, that's disrespect." It's not. Number one, we won both the challenges, and number two, we're protecting our players, making sure that we're honoring the game and doing the best we can to make sure that there's no that we're still doing all the things we're supposed to do. So.
Well, and I know attendance-wise, it was just over 2,000, but I'll tell you what, it felt like 4,500 to 5,000 in there. Prue wanted to try something new after a goal being scored, and the response and the engagement from the crowd was fantastic.
Yeah,
they were loud and.
Crowd was loud. They were engaged. I think it's fun. Those are fun matches. Whenever you have all these things to cheer for, there was always seemed to be something going on that was positive for us. And yeah, Prue was on it with getting the crowd engaged and all that. And you do a good job. And it was a good day. It was a good day for us as an organization.
For sure. Not so good. We lost Robbie. I saw he had put his post out there about his ruptured Achilles.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough moment for us as an organization. We love Robbie. He's been solid for us. we weren't quite sure where we were going to put him this year. We put him in the back. When DeDuca went down, we moved him back up top. He's starting to play target for us the way we wanted him to play when we brought him in 3 or 4 years ago. Takes about that long to get to it. I thought he was playing really, really well. Obviously had 3 goals in that match. Just to see him go down the way he did. And ironically, because he was the last man back in a scenario where we never should have put him in that. And then it's kind of heartbreaking. You talk to him afterwards, and he's devastated and what have you. But, he's still a part of the family. Him and DeDuca and Lucas, they're all around all the time. So it's, they've been a big part of where we've gotten to, so they need to be a part of it going forward, too.
Absolutely. And watching him go down, I mean, the way he went down, you knew right away. I was like, okay, this is something serious. Because first off, there was really no one around him, but he's not a player to go down anyhow easily, And so when we were in the booth, when we saw it and the way he just laid there, we were like, oh, this isn't.
Anytime a player goes down with a non-contact injury, you're hoping it's a cramp.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's not. And pretty much it's knee or Achilles or something that is not in the normal flow of contact in the game. And those are typically bad. So.
Well, send a lot of prayers to Robbie. Speedy recovery through the process. We're going to miss him. We wish him the best in this recovery process, him and DeDuca. Moving on to Sunday.
Yep.
Okay, a little bit different scoreline.
Yep.
Tough game. Always is against Milwaukee.
Yep. Tough place to play. Tough environment. Tough travel. They had a tough travel too, so there's not an excuse. It's just kind of what players all the players in the game are dealing with. We stayed the course. We went up there to win. We wouldn't say, oh, we won Friday or Saturday, so we're okay if we kind of get the 3 points, and we're 3 points on the weekends. Okay, we were there to win, and it was a tough battle. It's always a good game with them, and so.
So how do you? Obviously, there was a bit of a momentum shift when Perez cramped or went down.
Yeah.
Kind of that 6 attacker constantly.
Yeah.
How do you have to, if at all, do you have to pivot? How does that change your kind of style of play when they do that?
I mean, you're obviously defending more because their goal is to keep possession of the ball, and you're trying to pick and choose your moments when you can get in the passing lane to take the ball away. You have to decide, do we try to shoot to the empty net or do we try to keep the ball or all of that? It changes what we're doing a little bit. We had prepared for Empire early in the season. We trained for them for a week or 2 leading up to it. So it's not unfamiliar to us to face it. So we weren't like surprised by it. We kind of had an idea it might be coming. You just concentrate on the defensive end of the ball. And for us, that's kind of what we've been concentrating on anyway. So it's just putting another man up, trying to take advantage of it, punish him a little bit for doing it. And then the way he was running up and down, you just kind of know like he's probably not going to be able to keep that pace the whole game. And you have to remember when you're a goalkeeper going up and you're getting involved in the offense, you're involved in the play. And then when you lose possession and you're coming back to defend, you're involved in the play. He's never able to rest. He's never able to recover. So from that standpoint, you could see about midway through the second quarter that he was starting to grimace a little bit. And kudos to him if he can go the whole time doing that. Yeah. But I think we kind of count on that he's probably not going to be able to keep that pace up. Yeah. So.
Gotcha. And I mean, it makes it dangerous just because that Sanchez. I mean, he's a goal scorer.
Yeah, he has punished us this year. Had the 2 goals early on in the game on Sunday. He's just tough to deal with, And so we do the best we can, and I think you hope that our goal scorers will score more than him.
Yeah. So. Now, one of a topic that I don't know how to word it. I don't like it, but embellishment.
Okay.
Kind of drives me nuts.
Okay.
All right. I know we got the embellishment warning against Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. Now, in that situation, and I'm not going to question the officials, but watching De Silva kind of drive his leg into Torrealba, I didn't feel that should have been a warning. But in general, I feel embellishment is a big issue.
So embellishment, a couple things here. Number one, referees have to be pretty certain of it. It's a tough call for them to make in the first place because you're basically accusing someone of lying or faking. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the referees have to be sure of it. I think also your sort of reputation as a player comes into it a little bit. And there are players within the league. We have one of them that has a little bit of a reputation for doing it. And so referees are human, and that they allow that to sort of factor into their decision a little bit. Embellishment as a whole, I don't think is going away because all of the teams are in all of soccer are always trying to find whatever edge they can, and the margins are so small in our game that if you sense a moment where you need to make sure the referee knows you got fouled, and so you go down a little bit harder than the contact requires, then is that embellishment? Maybe, maybe not. I just think it's going to be part of the game. So.
I mean, I get it. It's tough. You know, in my mind, I'm thinking about those moments where it's just blatant. You know, like they go down like it's a season or career-ending injury. And I think the league's taking some steps in the right direction. You know, with now if you're down for so long, you have to go. You have to leave.
You have to get up within 15 seconds, or you have to sit out for 2 minutes.
So once that trainer comes on, you have to get off now, correct?
Yes, if the trainer comes on, unless it's a blue card injury that you got fouled that required a blue card, then you don't have to sit out. Then, so
one thing that, I don't know why this made me think of it, but how do you like the rule now where the goalies serve their blue cards?
I mean, I think it's just.
Yeah, no, I do too.
If they're going to get the foul, they should have to go to the box. And we had the. Did we talk about it last time? I don't remember. We had the moment in Baltimore where the goalie committed the foul, led to a shootout, and then the goalie committed a foul on the shootout, and then they had to put a field player in the goal because both goalies were in the box. I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
It is kind of comical. I mean, I don't want to make fun of them, but it is kind of funny that it ends up that way. It's just I think if a player commits a foul, he should go in a box.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like it. Because it takes away that, hey, I can get away with doing this because I'm not going in. Right?
Yeah.
So it kind of makes you second guess some of.
And it also requires you to have to put a field player in the box as well. So you actually lose 2 players if a keeper gets a foul.
All right. Well, let's moving on here. Let's talk to youth.
Okay.
Good weekend for 2 of the 3 teams played. 17s did not, but the 18s did. They won 3-2. They play again this Sunday, March 1st. 15-16s won 6-5. Sunday's game was postponed due to the cold.
Yep.
But they play again this weekend on Saturday. Good kickoff to the spring season.
For sure, it's exciting too because we did well last in the fall, so we got moved up divisions. So you like to continue to see results, and you hope there's a lot of smiles. And winning helps. It's not the most important thing, but if you're losing, you have a tendency to sort of maybe question what's going on. But if you're winning, there's not a lot of questions going on. You hope everybody's getting better. I haven't heard any complaints. So,
well, I'll tell you what I like that you've done with the youth league is giving them their little lanyards. They get access to all the home games if they wanted to go on the field and be part of the high five line.
Yeah.
I think these little guys feel really involved with the organization.
That was the goal.
Watching their coaches play and
yeah, you want like we said last week, you want this to be an organization, not just an indoor soccer team. So if you're a youth player, you want to feel part of the professional team. We hope that they'll also participate in the USL in the summer, where they're ball boys, or we do something special for them where we recognize them, or maybe they get to play at halftime, or whatever it is. I think you want to, if you have these sort of resources. Why not get the kids involved? And you're creating fans and partnerships and all of the things that it requires to run an organization like this. So,
well, and speaking of the USL2 team, tryouts are this Saturday.
Yep.
At it's called Sport 360.
I think that's what it's called.
Zone, the old Mueller Fields.
Yep.
They've done a great job out there.
They have. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Do you want to give a little more detail on the tryouts, maybe registration cost there?
Registration is on our website, stlambush.com. You just go to USL2 tryouts. There's a link. You fill it out. It's a $60 fee. You get 2 shirts, and then you get to try out, and you get your name in front of us and the Boffs guys. The Boffs guys will be there as well. So they play in the Midwest Premier League. Exciting local league, And so you have a chance to make either one of those teams, and you just get to introduce yourself to us, which is probably the most important part.
No, absolutely. And then let's talk this weekend.
Yep.
Two games, both against the Blast.
Yep.
So tomorrow night, 7:05 kickoff. There is the Women and Girls in Sports panel that is going to be taking place before the game. I believe that starts at 5 with Shelly and some other women that are making an impact on women's sports here in St. Louis.
Yep.
And then Sunday, 2:05 again against the Blast. So I think you have 7 games left, 4 home games.
Yep.
Okay. So obviously, and you said it that last week, every point is a big point. All right,
Yep.
So a chance to hopefully walk away with 6 points. Baltimore's tough.
Yep.
What's kind of the game plan?
Much of the same. We went into their place. We had our idea and our philosophy on how we're going to play. They weren't able to really break us, so we're going to try to play the same way. I think the key for us is we think we're faster than them. So being able to get out in transition, being able to get back defensively, making sure we're doing all the right things with our subs and not making crucial mental mistakes and things like that. We like our chances. We worked hard to get to this position. So there's really no reason for us to go into it thinking, what if they do this or what if they do that? We've talked about them all week. We've done film sessions all week. We've trained for it all week. It's been a spirited week of training. I think we're ready to go. Never know until we kick off, though.
I won't ask you to give up any secrets about health or if anyone's good to go.
Everybody's healthy except Lucas is not back yet.
Okay. All right.
So.
And then
we also have the trade deadline, which is we're on Thursday. The trade deadline is today at 4:00. So.
And you still found time to come here with me.
Yeah, phone's been going off, so we'll see.
And then Sunday's always a fun one. It's family day.
Yep, definitely. Everybody gets introduced, get to walk on the field with your families. It's a good way for the organization to recognize all the hard work that all of the players have done. And it's fun for us to sort of see all of that occur. Get to introduce ourselves to our fans. They don't get to know who our families are and stuff. And it's a good day. It's a good day.
A lot of family sacrifices too on their part.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With all the travel that you
For sure.
do.
We'll have Tammy on one time. She'll tell you all about it.
We'll block a good amount of time when Tammy comes on. So again, 4 home games left, the 2 this weekend, and then Saturday, March 7th against Empire.
Yep.
And then Friday, March 27th, again against Utica.
Yeah.
Now, they just had a big signing.
Sure.
I don't know for how long or whatnot, but Kelvin, I think that could cause some. It's going to make their game against Milwaukee interesting.
We'll see. I mean, he's a fabulous player. He might be the best small-sided player in the world. So there's no way around it. It is what it is. I think those things are exciting for the league when players like that sign. You want players that have recognition and following and are very skillful and are entertaining and are worth the price of admission, if you will. Sure. You want those players in the league. I think those players are important for the league to grow. So I'm excited he signed, even if we face them. And you want to be on the field. If you're a player, if you're Robbie Williamson, who we arguably think is the best defensive player in the league, you want him to have to face him. Yeah. To see where we're at, how you measure up.
Yeah. So no, you always want to go against the best.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. So if you haven't got your tickets, get them. Either call the box office or go to Ticketmaster.com. Let's fill the stands. And again, we have the email.
You can also call our office.
Yeah, I would recommend that. Yeah. Save you on some fees.
You said it, not me.
Oh, believe me. Feel free to shoot us some emails. That's beyondtheboardsstl@gmail.com. Again, beyondtheboardsstl@gmail.com. Any questions you have for Donnie or myself, more than likely Donnie, and we will
I think I would like to see you try to answer them first and then me agree or disagree with your answer.
I probably won't. I'll probably get myself in some trouble.
That's fine.
Okay. So again, we will do our best to try and answer those. And again, join us next week, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you this weekend at the Family Arena.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.